All right, we made it inside to Christmas Center Galore instead of Home Depot. That's right. Home Depot has Christmas stuff out, and they have a ton of it. It's a magical time of year. They have this entire section set up over here. They have all of this here set up with all the lights. We're gonna go through it, so come along, come on in. Let's literally cook up something amazing so you can shop from home. Look at all the Christmas trees. Just look at how bright and vibrant they are. Look at this. Look at all the trees. Look at everything they have all set up here. They are ready to bring Christmas out in style. Look at all this stuff. Let's go through it all. I just kind of wanted to walk around and show you all the beautiful colors. And absolutely beautiful. So let's go through it and take a look and see what they all have. Here at the Home Depot, as Christmas is here. They have everything all set up in boxes over here. There's really not that many unless they have stuff set up in back. We're kind of over here by they got snow blowers all set up and everything, but just a bunch of the boxes set up over here. But let's look at the trees here. So you can see what kind of stuff they have. Here they have a 7.5-inch LED Jackson Slim Noble Fir. You can kind of see what that one looks like. They want $199 for it. A couple different other options down here. And see what they do is they give you the T21 so you can find the box and everything. Different prices for this one. And then that one's 9 feet. I'm not sure why it's a little different. But you can kind of see it's got a remote that comes with it. Got a picture of it down here. That's what the remote looks like. And you can actually try it out right here. So if we turn it on, turn it off. If we can turn the tree off. We can turn it on. You can put it into demo mode. Whatever mode you want. You can change the different colors to what you want it to be. We'll put it back into demo mode. Just a ton of Christmas trees. Let's check out what else they have. Here you can see a 7.5-inch LED sparkling pine. You can see it looks like it's got snow on it. Pine cones on this one also. So you can see there's pine cones as you walk around it. That is 7.5 feet. $300. You see the options it's got on it. Warm white lights, 600 count, 1,500 branch tips. And this one has a quick set tree with only one plug. So it's all got the poles in the middle, so you should be able to set it up. And it comes with a foot pedal. So that's kind of cool. You can keep it plugged in, and then you just, like the picture says here, you just literally push it down with the foot pedal. How cool is that? And back here, we have an even bigger one. This is 9 foot. And of course, they all come with the LED technology. $299 with the color changing lights. 650 light counts. And then you have the foot pedal one too. This one has 2,400 branch tips. So a lot more branch tips, so you can get a lot more ornaments put on it if you want. Or if you want a smaller one, they have it for $200 instead of $300. And again, this one comes with that remote as well. I like that they have all the remotes set up out here on the trees, so you can actually see them and play with them and see what the lights actually do. That's real smart on their part. Here we have a Brookside pine. This was set up to twinkle to color right now. $199, 7.5 feet. Color changing lights, 1,500 branch tips, 550 on a light count, 9 light functions, of course the remote and the foot pedal. So these are all really nice. This one especially, this one has the foot pedal and the remote. So if you wanted to sit down, turn it off, or you're up and you wanted to push down on that foot pedal so you don't have to bend over, unplug anything or anything like that. And again, here's what the remote looks like. This one's a little different. So if we turn it off, we turn it on, we can change the sparkle. See, I'm changing the color lights right there. Light, dim, swag. There's a bunch of different options it has as far as the remote tree goes. Pretty darn nice. So this one's a little skinnier, you can kind of see. 7.5 LED festive slim pine for $89. So this one's only $89.98, but it's only got 350 lights and only 700 branch tips with only 3 light functions and no remote, just the foot pedal. So a little cheaper price for a little bit different tree, and you can see the 3 different light options. You can see it's going through the demo right now. Pretty cool. So for 90 bucks, get yourself a tree. Not bad at all. And of course, they have more of the trees set up over here. And when you see the letter and the number you want, get the box. It's always right up in the corner over there. And grab the box. It's got the nice little handles on it. Just grab it and go. And hopefully store it in there for next year. All right, this one's pretty nice. You can kind of see it right here. There's a little bitty tiny tree right here. This is a 5 foot, so it's only 5 feet tall, wood trail spruce for 50 bucks. That's a pretty good deal. So only $50 for a tree. However, with this one, it's just a steady light function with clear lights and 200 of them and only 370 branch tips. So what you're seeing right there in that color is what you're getting. That's it. Plug it in, unplug it. No remote, no foot pedal, no nothing. One steady stream, clear lights, no even color options. About 50 bucks for just a small tree if you just want something tiny for a small place or a small space. We're back to a 7.5 foot tree, Camden spruce, $199. This one also has warm white lights, so no color function. 800 counts, just the steady light function. So it's the warm white steady light function with 1,600 tips. So a lot of tips if you're into the ornaments. That's the big reason why they put the branch tips on there. If you have a lot of ornaments, for example, like if we go to the one we just looked at, there's only 370 branch tips, whereas this one has 1,600. So if you're looking to use a bunch of ornaments, cover it, put different lights on it if you really wanted to, you can obviously all have options in the world, but since the lights are on it, you really don't need to. But there you have it. And it's just a different type of light. And you can see here different options they give you. Just look at the beautiful color on the lights. 200 bucks for 7.5. And as you can see, we've come to the snow-covered tree section. One's 200, one's 80. So we can check out the differences in this one. It's only a 6.5 foot LED festive flocked pine for 80 bucks. Color changing lights, 250 count, 3 light functions, and 750 branch tips with a foot pedal. So you're getting 6.5 feet with color changing lights, so you can see there. That they dim out and then they color. 41-inch base diameter. But then we go over to this one, so a foot taller. That's 7.5-foot flocked fir. So for $200 instead of $80, you're getting another feet. You're getting 500 lights instead of 250. And you're getting 1,100 branch tips instead of 750. And it also comes with just the foot pedal. So no remotes on these, but you can kind of see that one's about a foot taller than the other. Not sure how well that makes out on camera or not. But this one being a little bigger and a little fuller than the smaller one gives you more branch tips, more area to put ornaments. It's got more of a white look to it versus some of the greener looks. And you can all see the differences right there, how this one is white and this one isn't as dark of a green, and that one has a little darker green to it, and it's obviously a lot taller, as you can see. I know the depth perception's off a little bit. There's a ton of different tree options they have here as they are setting up for Christmas. And they have so many trees set up, they actually have 2 separate sections for it. So you can see this one here, 7.5 LED balsam fir, $400. So it's a little bit wider and a little bit bigger, and the branches are a little different. You can kind of make it out there. 1,300 light count, but with 2,700 branch tips, because the branch tips are a lot smaller and tinier, and they literally branch out more, no pun intended, than say the one next to it. Even these ones are a little small too. Like some of the white ones we looked at, the branch tips were a lot bigger. And this one has 2,700 of them for $400, and it comes with the foot pedal. So again, no remote on this one. But it looks really nice. Look at the colors on this one. 9-foot LED starry light flocked Fraser fir. $400, but it's 9 feet tall. So keep that in mind. If you have regular 8-foot ceilings, lights change color, 3,000 lights. So this one is putting out a lot of lights. 10 functions, 2,300 tips with the remote and the foot pedal. So there's a reason it's $400 versus $200 or $100. Tons of branch tips, tons of light counts. Things change color, and it comes with the remote. You can see what kind of remote it comes with right there. The power and the color changing. It's really nice that they have the remotes out on these, that they're hanging there, so they can you can kind of see what it does and how it works. The blue color illuminates the snow a lot better. That's more of a light, less bright white right there, and then it goes back to the color. And of course, this is just a demo mode, so you can change it and do whatever you want. But look at how bright it is there with the twinkle and the flash. Absolutely beautiful for this 9-foot one. $400. And of course, you can get the same one in 7.5 for $300 if you can't use the 9 version. So same thing, just 1.5 shorter. And here's the white one we were just looking at. Right behind it, they have this 9-inch Jackson Noble fir for $400 also. So 9 feet. Doesn't have the white snow on it, but color changing lights, 1,500 light count, and 6,000 branch tips. And at the $400 price, you're getting that remote control, and you're getting the foot pedal. I can show you what some of the bases look like. They've got a sandbag in there so it doesn't tip over, so you can't see it. It's on all of them, so kids don't come along and actually tip them over. But $400 9-foot fir. This one's a little shorter. This is a 7.5-foot Westwood fir for $300 with warm white lights, 600 light count, 1,900 branch tips, and just a foot pedal. Again, no remote on this one, but if you want the 9-foot, it's $400. Cool part about this one Now it just does have the warm white lights, doesn't change, doesn't do anything different, but you can see it's got pine cones, some cherries, just a little different ambiance for your environment if you're putting it in a living room or in another room. It's a little wider base on the bottom. You kind of see the base is a little wider than the one next to it. So just a different type of tree, and for $300 depending on your price range. And here's a 9-foot LED sparkling pine, $400, just warm white lights, 600 of the lights, 1,600 branch tips, and just the foot pedal. And the 7-inch slimmer version, you can get online only if you're looking for a smaller one. 7.5 is $300. So if you don't have the room for the 9-foot and you want this one when it's smaller, check your options. 7.5 foot for $300, which is $100 less anyways. It's kind of nice, but this one isn't fully snow coated like the one we looked at there, but it's not snow coated. It's just kind of like partially. And then this one has some pine cones here and there. You can kind of see they're put in here and there. Huge branches with the 600 lights and the steady light function and the warm white lights. So what you see right there is what you get. It's on and off on this one. A couple other options we have here. 7.5 foot, $300 balsam fir. Warm white lights, 1,200 count. And this one for $300 does give you 5 light functions with 3,000 branch tips. But again, it's all about the look you want and the fir. So this one does not come with a remote control, but it does have the foot function, 1,200 lights, a lot of lights, and 3,000 branch tips, putting it out there versus like the one we just looked at where it's only 600 light count and 1,600 lights, and it was more of a price, but you were paying for the pine cones and the snow. So $100 more for pine cones and snow, $100 less for double lights and double the branch tips on this beautiful tree. Just wanted to show you the color changing on this. Beautiful. And you can see this is a 7.5 Ashton fir for $500. 1,200 on the light count, 6,000 branch tips. Remote control and foot pedal are included for that $500 price range. There's a look at the remote. It's the green one. A bunch of options on there and what they have. It's really nice again that they have the remote out there so you can see how the colors change, or you can change it yourself. $500. 7.5 inch elegant grand fir for $400. So 7.5 foot, 1,500 lights with warm white and the steady light function. However, this one has 7,300 branch tips on only a 7.5 foot tree. That's a lot. The one we had before, it had 6, but like some earlier only had 4, and it was a 9 foot. So the branch tips on here, as you can see, are just a lot tinier, a lot smaller. But this one does come with the remote control. Pretty nice. And a bunch of these have memory wire. It says minimal shaping required, so once you kind of move it and bend it, there's wire in there that'll kind of keep it to where it's at and hold the ornament in a nicer place. And the last one we found here that they have set up is this 9-foot LED Grand Duchess balsam fir. Yes, we've saved the best for last in the grand version for $500. Color changing lights, white lights, 3,400 of them, 10 different light functions with 4,500 branch tips. And it does come with that remote and the foot pedal. So this comes with that green remote. And just look at the color on this one. Just letting you see the color changing, which is just absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And before we end the video, I wanted to show you that, I mean, you can have a train set underneath the Christmas tree. Why not? It literally says 9-foot Christmas tree train set. So since we're checking out all the Christmas trees, for 40 bucks, you can get yourself a Christmas tree. Track mounts to tree trunk or runs on the floor. 3 small little trains set up right there. You can kind of see what the back looks like. This one's kind of neat, like I said. So it doesn't move. It actually can mount into the tree trunk itself. And it comes with the 3 cars, engine, full caboose, 8 tracks, and a tree clamp for 40 bucks. And if you want a bigger version, they do have a Grinch Stole Christmas ones with the big cars. And there's 4 of them, pretty normal. It lights up, makes light sounds and has the characters. And this is on a 20-foot track, so it's a lot bigger around the tree. And it's $50. So just a quick thing. And then if you don't like the box, they have tree bags here also for 40 bucks. Really, really super nice. But once again, we're just checking out all the trees they had here at Home Depot as we shop from home so you don't have to. And Christmas season is upon us. Hopefully this video helped you out a lot today. Hit that like button to show it did. Hit the like button anyway right below the TV with your remote or on your computer or on your phone. It really does help the channel. It helps the video. We thank you for your support. Subscribe if you're new. We do tons of shopping, tons of deals. The holiday season is coming up. You're going to see it a lot. Thanks so much for watching. We really appreciate it. We'll see you next time.